afternoon to all the members of the SNHS community. My name is Shanika Hasan, the head of the Recognition and Ceremonies Committee, and I would like to welcome you all to Brooklyn Technical High School's first ever Science National Honor Society Awards ceremony. It seems like just yesterday where we welcomed you all to the induction ceremony commemorating your acceptance, and now we're here to congratulate you outstanding members for all your achievements. Please welcome the words of our executives for creating this community in order for us to be able to advance and explore our passion of science.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariya Meleganich and I'm the president of SNHS. To start off, I would like to congratulate all of you on completing this unusual school year. No matter what grade you're in, you all had to face challenges on many fronts, and yet all of you persevered to maintain excellence in your academics, extracurricular involvements, and personal progress, and all these accomplishments are commendable. In regards to the Science National Honor Society, we have seen how each of you have made outstanding efforts in participating in various events, contributing to your respective committees, and helping your fellow peers whenever they needed it. Through our smaller events like Makerspace and movie nights, to the larger undertakings of STEM Week, we all saw your potential and passion for science and hope to ignite that same passion in our future years together. Now, from personal experience, I had the chance to speak with many of you on multiple occasions, and I have learned about your interests, ideas, and goals, and with all honesty can say that we are a dynamic group of young thinkers and future leaders. Now, unfortunately, we all know that this year had various limiting factors that hindered us from achieving what we had initially hoped for. But nonetheless, we are optimistic about the year ahead of us and hope that you will join us in this new chapter of SNHS. Going back to this year, you all managed to embody the pillars of communication, inquiry, persistence, and unity through your time in SNHS. And for that, many of you will be honored today. And remember, as Albert Einstein once said, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not stop questioning. And this is what we should all carry in our paths and future scientific endeavors. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce the rest of the executive board to speak about the previously mentioned pillars, as well as our committee heads who will be announcing our award recipients for this school year. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Kwok and I'm the co-vice president of Science National Honor Society. So our very first merit is communication. And as we said in our induction ceremony, scientists and researchers spend immeasurable amounts of time improving the world through new discoveries and innovations, making communication extremely important. It is essential to recognize communication as the bridge holding science together, as ideas are established and foundations are then built upon. Because of our situation this year, the need for exceptional communication was especially important. Despite being significantly held back by the pandemic and the transition to remote learning, all of us were able to learn new things through stable communication. It pushed us to stay connected with our communities and to establish a presence in a remote environment that was often dull and monotonous. Although far from making the experience perfect, our communication shined a light on the importance of making more human connections. Whether within committees or between executives and members, Science National Honor Society constantly experienced relays of information and knowledge that maintained and strengthened the club's foundation. As we wrap this year up, we would like to commend you all for maintaining passionate attitudes through great communication, and we hope that all of us can tackle the new year in the same way. Thank you.
Hello, SNHS. My name is Nitya Patel, and I am the co-vice president of SNHS. The second merit is inquiry. Inquiry goes beyond the process of questioning. As we previously discussed, inquiry is an approach to learning. And as a society of young scientific intellectuals, we inquired about the scientific realm through our enriching events this year. Our maker spaces, our trips, our movie nights, panels, and speaker events all allowed us to truly embrace inquiry. We approached each event with thoughtful and intellectual questions. We experimented and we discovered. We reflected and we shared. We compared and we interpreted. We understood and we learned. And together we were able to utilize inquiry to help us discover that learning is a cycle. So let us celebrate our progress as a rising scientific community. Let us commemorate our resilience in these difficult times. And finally, let us continue to inquire. Lloyd Alexander once said, "We learn more by looking for the answer to a question and not finding it than we do from learning the answer itself."
Hello everyone, my name is Eric and I am the co-secretary of SNHS. The third pillar is knowledge, and as we all know, every day at Tech comes with an abundance of knowledge, so much so that it is oftentimes difficult to retain after a long day. However, looking at the growth that we have all made in the Science National Honor Society this year, you were all able to expand your horizons and branch out towards new concepts of science that were unfamiliar to you and learn from the process every single day. Nonetheless, rather than treating these new concepts as obstacles, you made them paths of growth and channeled your energy to take on the challenge rather than give up. That is precisely what we commend you all for today. The ability to take on challenges and learn from obstacles is a key trait to learn in life, and that will only get you further towards your goals. It is crucial to learn from every step that you take on your journeys, both in the field of science and more broadly in every pursuit that you take on in life. Learning is key to growth, and without it, our minds would limit creativity and innovation, which are values that become significantly more critical as every day passes by on your channel of growth. Remember that the worst thing that can happen when taking on a challenge is learning from your failures. So we want to thank you all for learning throughout this whole year and using knowledge to your benefit.
Hello everyone, my name is Hannah and I'm your SNHS treasurer. The fourth pillar of the Science National Honor Society is persistence. This past year has been a true test of our ability to persist given these unpredictable and difficult circumstances. Likewise, your consistent dedication to this club has reflected your capabilities as learners and as well as leaders. It is not easy to find motivation, nor is it easy to keep picking yourself up when you have made a mistake or even several. But we should all realize that mistakes are inevitable. In order to become better versions of ourselves, to teach others, we have to learn and reflect on our past mistakes. Through your continuous efforts to push yourself onward despite the challenges you were met with along the way, you have proven that you can propel forward as well as excel in the face of adversity, and for that, you should commend yourself. You've all worked tremendously hard this year, and we hope that you can continue to drive yourself as well as others around you in the future. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Daniel Ahmad. I'm the SNHS Media Manager. The last pillar of SNHS is unity. The unity of science is a thesis in philosophy that states that the various distinct disciplines of science form a unified whole. Likewise, all of us here are united together to form SNHS. We consist of an incredibly diverse community rooted in different ethnicities, religions, and cultures. We have demonstrated that despite these differences, we are undeniably connected and united with something we all have in common, a shared passion for science. As a science community, we hold a unique place in the world. Science has the potential to unite the greatest of adversaries. A prominent example of this is ITER. 35 nations put aside their differences to form the International Nuclear Fusion Mega Project. As such, unity in science is paramount to not only creating a better community here at SNHS, but also a better world. And to the seniors, including myself, who will be departing SNHS, we hope that in your future endeavors you will carry these SNHS pillars of communication, inquiry, knowledge, persistence, and unity. Thank you to everyone who participated in SNHS to make this a successful and meaningful year.
I would like to thank our executive team for creating an enriching community on the behalf of our explorations in the scientific sector. During my first meeting and the respective members' meetings as well, one of the first questions we asked during the icebreakers were, what is your specific scientific field of interest? Hearing the vast sector responses starting from medicine to forensics and even implementing technological sectors towards the advancements of science have been inspirational for us all. Therefore, we owe it to them, for all you guys, to be able to be appreciated for all your achievements. Please welcome the words of our executives for creating this community in order for us to be able to advance and explore our passion of science. Now, we would like to present you guys to Stephen Hawking and his last words towards the importance of science.
We have a rather ambivalent attitude to science at present. We have come to expect a steady increase in the standard of living that science and technology have brought, but people distrust science because they don't understand it or feel they can control it. The popularity of science fiction like Star Trek is because this is a form of science with which people feel safe. But an understanding of science fact would lay their fears to rest much better. What can be done to harness this fascination with science and give people the background they need? to make informed decisions on subjects like the greenhouse effect, nuclear weapons, or genetic engineering. The basis must be what is taught in schools. But school science is often presented in a dry and uninteresting manner. When I wrote a brief history, I was advised that each equation I included would have the sales. I included one, Einstein's famous equation, E=mc². Perhaps I would have sold twice as many copies without it. Scientists and engineers tend to express their ideas by equations because they need to know the precise value of quantities. But for most people, a qualitative, rather than quantitative, understanding is sufficient. This can be conveyed by words and diagrams without the need for complicated equations. School science can provide the basic framework. But the rate of progress is now so rapid that there are always new developments that have occurred since one was at school or university. Popular science books and articles can help to put across these new developments. But only a small proportion of the population reads even the most successful book. Television is one way to reach a truly mass audience. But television is communication one way only. Now, with the internet, people can answer back and interact. In a way, the internet connects us all together, like the neurons in a giant brain. With such an IQ, what won't we be capable of? So remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. Try to make sense of what you see, and wonder about what makes the universe exist. Be curious. And however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. It matters that you don't just give up. Thank you for listening.
Now for what you guys have all been waiting for, please welcome Brian Deng, the head of the Career Advancement Committee, in order to start off our committee awards.
Hello, I'm Brian, head of the Career Advancement Committee, and I couldn't be more honored to review what the Career Advancement Committee has accomplished over the span of a few months. In February, we held a major night for uprising juniors featuring the AP of Physical Sciences, Mr. Evangelist, and we also held a college panel in which we showcased top 20 colleges for STEM. In March, we hosted a science career panel to help everyone discover and explore the variety of careers in science for inspiration. During the SNHS and NSBE STEM Week, we invited Dr. Song and Dr. Margarita for a Q&A career panel, and ended off April with an engineering career panel. Last but not least, and arguably my favorite event, our very own seniors who have all committed to colleges, along with a freshman from Washington University at St. Louis, came together to expose rising seniors and juniors and underclassmen to the college application experience. They shared their experience of the college admissions process, as well as discussed how they decided on the STEM school they would call home for the next 4 years. Besides events, we came together to contribute to an internships and opportunities list so everyone can further pursue their interests over the summer. And this list is still available to all members of the SNHS. I would also like to take this moment to thank the execs for always being available to help out during events, and most importantly, all the members who attended events, attended monthly committee meetings, and helped with hosting events. I would like to take this opportunity to announce the 2021 awards for the Career Advancement Committee. I am proud to announce John Niewinski for Most Ambitious, Justin Lin for Most Creative, and Beatrice Hadiwijaya for Most Cooperative. Congrats to all.
Thank you, Rose. Hello, everyone. I'm Srewashi Mondal, the other coach of the events committee. As Rose has already mentioned in the beginning, thank you all so much for attending. And now I am very happy to announce that we have some awards that we want to give to our committee members. But before we present the awards, I want to say that all the committee members have done such an amazing job participating in our SNHS events committee. We are so grateful to have such interactive and creative members. With that being said, let's move on to the official awards ceremony for our events committee. So the first award is the Most Initiative Award. This award will go to the member who is always ready to be involved with our committee events. This member steps up to lead the team and knows how to get the most out of everybody else. She does an outstanding job at being a great leader by showing innovative thinking, confidence, and leadership skills. I am really happy to announce this year's Events Committee Most Initiative Award to Muntaha. Congratulations. Our second award is the Most Creative Award. This award will go to the member who always generates and recognizes lots of ideas during our meetings. This member always has a curious mind and a positive attitude. She does a fabulous job of developing original ideas with our committee members whenever we are planning our events. She has an admirable work ethic and an impressive level of dedication. I'm glad to announce this year's SNHS Events Committee Most Creative Award to Jacklin Xie. Congratulations. And last but not least, award is the Most Cooperative Award. This award will go to the member who works very effectively with other members of the committee to plan our events. It is clear that this member is experienced when it comes to teamwork and cooperation. Even in this difficult remote school year, she helps everyone feel connected with her strong leadership skills and her social skills. This year's SNHS Events Committee Most Cooperative Award goes to Nicole Huang. Congratulations. With these three awards, we have reached the end of our SNHS Events Committee Award ceremony. And now I want to take some time to show my grateful appreciation to all of my committee members, executives in SNHS, our advisor, Mr. Schell, and my co-committee chair. To the events committee, thank you for being such an amazing committee during this remote school year. It was definitely a new experience for all of us to engage in clubs and school activities remotely. However, you guys did such an amazing job adapting to the situation. Thank you so much for all your time, effort, and active participation during our meetings and our events. Our committee was able to host such fun educational events because of all your hard work and dedication. Rose and I want to thank you guys for being such wonderful committee members. Now to all the executives in SNHS, thank you so much for leading such a wonderful community called SNHS. Even through remote school, we were able to work together to plan some amazing events related to the field of science. You guys have been kind and cooperative throughout the school year. Rose and I are very grateful for all the fun and memorable experiences we have created with you guys. Next, I want to thank Mr. Schell for being such a good advisor. I have worked with you during a movie night about food choices, and it was wonderful getting to know you, Mr. Schell. Even after talking to you for just a few minutes, I realized that you're really nice, inspirational, and passionate about science. I'm very grateful to work with you this year on events. I can't wait to meet you in person next year and pop in to say hello. All in all, thank you for being such an outstanding advisor of the SNHS community. And finally, last but not least, I want to thank my co-chair Rose for always being so considerate, joyful, and friendly. I'm truly grateful for all the experiences we have created through working together at SNHS. I couldn't have asked for a better co-chair. I wish you all the best in college, and I will make sure to keep in touch. Thank you to everyone in SNHS. That is it for the events committee, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the event.
Hi, my name is Jiang, and I am with my partner, Upama Hasan. We're part of the Fundraising and Merchandise Committee. This year, we successfully established a logo for our SNHS merchandise.
We also created our first ever SNHS podcast with its own unique design. This podcast is currently live on Spotify. We hope you can check it out right after this award ceremony.
I'll also be presenting the award for the most ambitious member. With the challenges in the past couple of months, it was easy for anyone to fall behind. However, for this individual, he has time and time again shown his ambition. This individual has always been present in all of our meetings and actively participated in all of our events. He gave numerous suggestions for how we should begin our fundraiser, has demonstrated incredible leadership throughout the year. I'm certain that this person will be successful in all of his future endeavors. Now, it's my honor to present this award to Yusuf Badar.
We decided that the most cooperative award should go to someone who always showed their participation, whether it be in the meetings we held or communicating with us regularly. This person was proactive and created the logo for our podcast and also helped us make the first episode. They always brought new ideas to the table and kept up with their responsibilities. I'm proud to announce that this award will be presented to Tina Chen.
Hello, I'm Ruby. And I'm Shanika. Over this year, the Outreach Committee has worked to encourage a passion for STEM for those at our school.
Initially, we were going to host an event called the Tech Splash for middle schoolers to promote interest in the STEM fields, but with the odd circumstances associated with being remote, we had to reconsider and unfortunately canceled the event for this year.
After contemplating what we could do to replace the Tech Splash, we decided we wanted to host an event for freshmen at our school to showcase the many science clubs, classes, majors, and opportunities at Brooklyn Tech.
This event went super smoothly, and it was a pleasure working with Outreach Committee members as well as other SNHS members.
In the future, we want to flesh out this idea and have even more science clubs featured.
We also see this event transitioning very nicely to an in-person event, and we hope we can do it again next year.
It has been a pleasure so far working with our current Outreach Committee.
And we look forward to working with our committee and the rest of the Science National Honor Society in the coming school year.
The magazine committee has worked together the entire year to make amazing magazines monthly. The topics range variously, but all focused on science and how it's changing our lives on the daily. It's the teamwork, cooperation, and hard work of the committee that brings people the magazine. Every member on the committee has made an impact one way or another, but I would like to highlight one person who rose above all. This individual made sure all of her work was done and even offered to do extra. The most cooperative award goes to Lauren C. Congratulations.
Over the course of the school year, the CHIPS committee has worked hard together to create multiple CHIPS for the rest of SNHS. Other than just trips, we would each create an interactive activity based off of museums or websites and send it out for members to fill out. Each month, we visited a different museum and created a presentation that would display exhibits. In February, we celebrated Black History Month by highlighting African American scientists such as Katherine Johnson, George Washington Carver, Percy Julian, Alice Augusta Ball, and Dr. Marie Maynard Daly. In March, we visited the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum and looked at satellites, the 1903 Wright Flyer, the first hot air balloon, the SR-71 Blackbird, and Neil Armstrong's Apollo 11 spacesuit. In April, we looked at the California Space Center and examined the Kelp Forest, Rocky Shore, Island Zone, 1902 Wright Glider, and the LA Zone. In May, we went to the Liberty Science Center and looked at different exhibits such as Making Mammoths, Sue, the T-Rex Experience, Energy Quest, Our Hudson Home, and Microbes Rule. For June, I would like to highlight Fawaz Bosch for being the most creative committee member. Congratulations. That's all for the CHIPS committee. Thank you, everyone.
Good afternoon. As you all may know already, my name is Shanika Hasan, the head of the Recognition and Ceremonies Committee. On the behalf of my committee, we have succeeded in presenting you the induction ceremony in the beginning of the year, welcoming you all to this community. Throughout the course of this year, the members of my committee and I have been working on putting together the schematics of our following awards ceremony. Therefore, with the major events starting off and ending our year, I would like to present the Most Ambitious Award to Denis Malikov, the Most Creative Award to Atika Anand, and the Most Cooperative Award to Alia Malikov. It was lovely working with you all this year. On the behalf of Susanna Morchet and the tutoring committee, I would like to present the award for the Most Ambitious Member to Joey Zhang. I would like to thank you all for being a part of this committee and congratulate you all on your well-deserved achievements. Now for the overall awards. The overall awards for most active, coming in first place would be Alia Malikov, second place would be Jacklin Xie, and third place would be Denis Malikov. For the awards for most artistic would be Tina Chen. Now I'll be presenting the graduating awards for our seniors. Vincent Yuan in Career Advancement, Beatrice Hadiwijaha in Career Advancement, Justin Lin in Career Advancement, Michelle Rahman in Outreach, Danielle Ahmad in Executive, Brian Deng in Executive, Rhodes Diuch in Executive, Erda Ayububa in Executive, Joshing Jiang in Executive, and Eric Liu in Executive. Congratulations. Please welcome Mr. Schell's remarks. And that will be all for the 2020 and 2021 awards ceremony. I am proud of every single one of you and all your achievements, especially under these circumstances. I wish you a happy and healthy summer vacation and an amazing school year next year.